What's going on, y'all? Polo Sports Talk and Entertainment, and we finna jump into another segment of Polo motivation, bro. This is something that has been weighing on my heart and mind heavy, and I'll wait for a few people to get in there. Make sure you hit the like button and sub to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notifications so that you're able to get all of my content as well as all of my videos, man. And we finna unpack this, and we also finna dive in deep, man, in terms of what we doing out here, man, from all angles, man. So I give people a chance, man, to get in here, and then of course you on your own, you have to replay it. And shout out to the replay people, man. But I give people a chance to get up in here, man. All right, let's go ahead and let's talk about this, man. Polo motivation, bro. And we're gonna talk crime of passion. Now, before I begin, okay. Now, the in case y'all don't know what has taken place or what has arisen in the past week or so, past few days. Uh, Atlanta-based rapper uh, who calls himself Trouble. His real name is Mario Samante Orr. He was uh, he was shot on a home invasion and what you call crime of passion too, which they're really not going to tell you. Of course, the media is not going to put everything out there. They're going to try to cover some things up. But pretty much, man, he saw well, the ex, which turned itself in, uh, the ex that shot him with Jermichael Jones, uh, who's sitting in custody right now. Of course, he got denied bond. He was the ex of the woman who's also a rapper too in the hip hop industry, also she an Instagram hoe. I mean, let's just call it what it is, an Instagram thought. You know what I'm saying? Bouncing from nigga to nigga. Okay. And apparently at around like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, uh Jermichael Jermichael Jones started attacking the woman, and her name, what they call her the man eater. That's her name on IG or whatnot. She got attacked, and of course, like any man should, he stood up Trouble has stood up to Jermichael, and that's when Jermichael had pulled out the strap, man, and he shot him. Okay, now this is the thing, man. She pretty much had brought a U-Haul into that situation, getting him killed. What's up, True Viking Queen? I'll see you in the building. Getting him killed. Okay, and this right here was crime of passion because he had been with this woman for 3 years, and then it burnt him up inside for him to see her with another dude, and not only that, it was like, because when you get in a relationship or when you get into a marriage or anything like that, y'all get into it or whatever, and y'all might say all this shit. You might tell her how ugly she is. She might tell you how ugly you are, how you suck at this or you suck at that or whatever. But you have to understand that coming from each and every one of those, when you get out of that relationship or whatnot, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're not going to be burnt up inside when they see you with somebody else. That's male or female. The jealousy it's gonna burn that person up inside, no matter what they done said, because it, you know time heals all wounds. It takes a lot of time for some people to heal. Some people may never heal, and some people have this mentality, this sick mentality, like if you can't have me, and or if I can't have you, nobody else can either. And that's how some niggas think, and that's how some women think too. Uh, that falls in the line of crime of passion. And see, what you have to understand is that if you're not able to, and I'm talking about as a man, okay? Females are gonna be emotional. They're emotional creatures, all right? But I'm talking about as a man. If you can't keep your, hey, what's up? What's up with it, Jam J? I see you in the building. If you can't keep your emotions in check, then it's gonna be a lot of shit that's gonna happen, right? Now, in this instance right here, guess what? Guess what happened, right? Guess what happened? It's not gonna make anything better. You know why? Because you know who actually wins in this situation? She won in this situation. You know why? Because she's still able to live. You got one dude that's fitting to go to jail, possibly for a very long time or either the rest of his life. You got one guy, who's sitting in he's dead, and she probably don't feel no way about it. And guess what? She's gonna hop on the next dick later on. She probably gonna go around and telling people and everything like that. Listen, you got to understand that some of these people, we're not just gonna say women. Some of these people are savage, and they savage to the point. Look, if you're gonna be a savage, be savage in a professional way. Uh, be savage in a savvy way. You understand what I'm saying? Be savage in terms of your approach of your work ethic. Be savage in okay, yeah, I'm about to annihilate everybody in terms of my production on what I do in a business sense or something like that. But you being savage in terms of trying to hurt people, trying to be out to kill people, trying to be out to see people's demise, you're not gonna win. And I'm talking about her. That's savage what she did. Not even a week later, she already got somebody else in the bed after she done broke up with the dude. Right? Not even a week later. So some of these dudes, man, they you have some guys that are able to be like, you know what, man, I could get over that, man. That ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? But you have some guys that, when they're in a 3 year, 5 year, 7 year, something like that, they hold on strongly, and they're just as emotional as a female or whatever. And that right there, that's ass backwards. I was taught to keep your emotions in check at all times. Don't get the shit twisted, okay? When you're on here debating and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? That's called being passionate. But when you're in a situation where you're dealing with relationship, female, uh, sex is involved. Uh, guys that you're making enemies without even not even knowing it, because she got all this shit, all this baggage and shit like that she's bringing in, and she's putting you in harm's way. Well, you got to learn to keep it cool, and more importantly, you got to be smart about that shit. You know. Now, I'm pretty sure that people are looking. Oh man, it don't matter, man. She got a big ass, or it don't matter, man. She pretty. It don't matter, man. I'm still gonna get with it and all this other stuff. Not realizing, man, that you don't know it could be a setup. This dude done lost his life. Now look, he was, he's in that industry. He's in that industry. Hip hop is a dangerous industry. And I don't care what nobody say. It's a dangerous industry. You got to think about it. This is shit, a case amongst many that done happened, where it involved a woman or a relationship out of jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he really was that mad and everything like that, and he really was a smart individual, he would have just walked away. But he couldn't do that. His pride took over. His pride took over. His ego took over. He felt like it was a hit to his ego, having somebody else, her him seeing her in the bed with another dude. That drove him insane. And listen, when women do what they do, what's up with it, Wills? I see you in the building. When women want revenge, oh man, they get you where it hurts. Now they've been together, what, 3 4 years. Well, check this out. In that 3 4 years, that's enough time to kind of, especially if y'all living together and everything like that. That's enough time for y'all to know each other's a little bit of each other's habits, because you still really don't know a person until about maybe 10 years. Some things you probably won't even find out till about 20 years. If y'all together that long, some things you may never find out. But 3 years, y'all are just starting to learn each other and everything, and the ups and downs, and what she like, what he like, what you don't like, what they don't like. Uh, you y'all might have split up a couple of times, breakups to makeups. You know how that thing go or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But then at some point, you have one individual that's saying, okay, you know what, I've had enough of this. And in her case, that was her case. She probably wanted to find somebody else, somebody that was, she was more attracted to. But she probably done did the same thing in the past too. Apparently, I think she's not even from Atlanta. I think she's from Augusta or some shit like that. Yes, it's sad, Wilts, but at the same token, uh, it didn't need to go down like this. And see, this is why. This is what they want. Okay, they want another nigga in the system, and they want another nigga dead. It's the same thing I've been talking about. They want another nigga in the system, and they want another nigga dead. And the media loves this, so that they could keep on talking about this. Social media loves this shit, so they could keep talking about this. And you know what's ironic too? Trouble had just took to social media and was advocating for us to stop killing each other. Listen, man, I'm going to tell you like this, okay? This is where Polo motivation comes in. And some of y'all probably like, man, what the fuck you doing Polo motivation on this shit for? I'm doing this, goddamn it, because y'all motherfuckers need to hear this shit. Some of y'all don't know how to control shit in your life, much less your emotions. And I'm talking about my fellas. You know, the women, they gon' get emotional. Women, that's just women. There ain't shit that you could do about that. They could be like, oh yeah, I'm alright and everything like that. Next thing you know, they flip on you in within the next hour or so. And then next thing you know, guess what? They're making you dinner. You know what I'm saying? They rubbing your back and everything. You know what I'm saying? Then next thing you know, y'all argue again or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, she walking around, you know what I'm saying? She might be naked or whatever. Are you gonna come hit this pussy or some shit like that? Then you hit it or whatever. Then you back again to arguing again like that. Listen, that's women. They come with the territories. But as a man, you are supposed to, no matter what, keep your shit in check or whatever and keep your shit in line. And what you don't know is that all these all these all these females, all these thoughts that's sitting up in here saying, yeah, I want a nigga that's gonna defend my honor and do this and do that or whatever. You could defend a woman's honor by you still being a smooth operator and still be keeping calm and mellow in situations and stuff like that. You understand what I mean? But you have a lot of guys that don't know how to do that. You have a lot of guys that are afraid to talk to females. They're insecure of who they are as a male. And women can sense that shit. No matter how you be like, ah, nah, man, she can't sense anything. Women, women, women have gotten mad at me before, but they say, yeah, you're right. They have senses like dogs. Okay, and it's not calling them dog, but they have senses like dogs. Like dogs can smell cancer. Like a woman's senses are a lot better than a man. You never underestimate in the intelligence of a woman, especially the intelligence of a black woman. And see, in this case, she knew what the hell that she was doing. That's why they call her the man eater. You know why? Because guess what? You got a nigga locked up. You got a nigga locked up, man. You got a nigga locked up. Probably ain't gonna see the day of life for a minute, if that. And then you got a nigga in jail. I don't like either case. I'm sad. I'm saddened that Trouble lost his life. But I don't want either one of that shit to go down. But listen, you have a lot of niggas on here on social media. I know niggas that I talk to personally. They be like, well, it's not my problem. Oh man, nah, he shouldn't have been doing this. Oh man, but did you see her booty though and all this other stuff? Paying attention to the wrong shit. But guess what? When that shit happens to them, oh man, guess what, man? They can't handle that shit. When the shoe is on the other foot, all this other stuff, they can't handle that shit. Some of y'all don't even wouldn't even know how to react in a situation like this. Now, if I'm in that situation, I can't say what I'll do. I know this though. I know this though. I'll do everything that I can to make sure that and for some of y'all that don't have kids, this don't apply to you. But you do everything that you can to make sure that you're in your kid's life and that your kids are safe. And also, if you're by yourself and if you don't have anybody, you want to make sure that you do everything that you can really protect your freedom and your sanity. Because some of y'all are so prideful. You be like, oh nah, man, she fucking another nigga in the bed where I used to sleep in the house where I used to lay at they were probably on the couch, they were probably on the dining room table, they were probably in the kitchen, her juices everywhere and all this other shit, you know what I'm saying? He probably made her come like you couldn't and everything. She probably sucking his dick like she didn't suck yours and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? All types of shit. You know what I'm saying? All the shit is gonna be going through that man's head while he's in jail. and he can't be there, and it's gonna be driving him crazy. And guess what? I bet you his emotions are gonna be still through the roof anyways. If he's able to get a shot at freedom, and you know what's even more fucked up? I bet you this, right? I wouldn't be surprised if she gave that motherfucker another chance. Now that would be really savage, but that's a whole nother story. Let me read some of these comments. Yeah, but you know, like some of y'all have probably been in this situation, and y'all don't want to learn from this. Okay, y'all don't want to learn from this. Matter of fact, y'all probably want to emulate this. Yeah, you know, look, if you're if you if you the above if you're above the age of 30 and you don't know how to handle you don't know how to keep your emotions in check when it comes to a relationship or a female or something like that, you really do need to seek some help. I'm being for real. You really do need to seek some help. And I'm just being honest. I'm not saying that I'm up in here perfect or anything like that. Do I get frustrated with my wife? Yeah, absolutely. Have I gotten frustrated with female? Yeah, absolutely. Not visibly in front of them to the point where do physical harm or anything like that. But you just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, man? But over time, I I've learned to I've learned to channel that shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody no saint, and I'm not telling you to be. You, of course, you want to be a human being, but you also got to have common sense. The system wants us in there. I'm talking about African American. The system wants us in there. The system wants us in there. They wanna see young black men locked up. You know what I'm saying? To take us away because they know that we are becoming the majority. Regardless, if you want to get on here and you want to try to debate this shit, because I know there's some people in here that's gonna be like, no, no, man, that's cat polo and all this other shit. Go look it up. We're starting to run shit right now. We're starting to run shit right now. You said what I learned from all this. I almost lost my life over a woman that I didn't know she was married. And see, that's the thing. You got to be very careful, Stephen, about who you who you're dealing with. You got to be careful about who you are as a person. You got to be careful about who you are as a person. Some of y'all sit up here and y'all be like, oh, okay, yeah, man, I'm gonna just be myself and stuff like that. But some of y'all don't know is that yourself is really a really fucked up person. Some of y'all don't know how to control shit, keep shit up under control. Yeah, it's really messed up. Look, because nobody won in this situation. The female don't even win either because guess what? Now you got somebody. Listen, you got a body to worry about, and you got retaliation to worry about. You got retaliation from both ends to worry about. You think people are gonna be happy as of the fact that for one, Jar, Jarmichael, the guy that's locked up, the guy that killed Trouble, you think his people ain't gonna want to do something to you? Then you got, of course, Trouble's people. It's like, oh hell no, you got my son killed, or you got my cousin killed, or you got my brother killed, or you got my family member killed. You don't think people are gonna react to that? But you over there, you showing your ass on IG, smiling, living life and everything. Well, that could have been Trouble. But some of y'all don't look at it this way. listen, you gotta stop letting lust get in the way of what you're doing. Some of y'all mistake lust for love. Y'all don't know the difference. Even if you're above the age of 40, some of y'all don't know the difference. Some of y'all don't know the difference between a woman just saying hello to you and a woman flirting with you. Some of y'all, some of y'all are so mentally fucked up that when she say that she don't want you or whatever, that woman could really mean that shit. She could really mean that she don't want you. But some of y'all take it, oh nah, she want me, she want me. And then some of them, if you don't listen, then they'll have to just do it blatantly, just put it out in your face. And in this situation right here, this right here was, we hate the way that it ended, but this was a great indication that she didn't want his ass. When they move on, they move on. There ain't nothing that you can do. You could sit up there and you could buy her all types of shit, man. You could buy her a spider. You know what I'm saying? You could get her a new, the new Audi. Guess what? She gonna be Audi Os. She gonna be adios. Yeah, but some people don't do that, Steven. Some people let that shit linger, and some people they bring that into the next relationship. You know what I'm saying? Or they bring that into their social life. Some of y'all that it's it's a lot of people that get off on certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? They get off, and when I say get off, it's like an adrenaline. You know what I'm saying to them. Uh, they get a form of dopamine off of the shit, right? And dopamine is a feeling of feeling good. Like some people get dopamine off of a nigga. Like a female, they like to see two niggas fighting over her pussy. They like the fact that two niggas is willing to die over her ass and titties. They love that shit. They like, oh, that nigga defending my honor. Oh, my nipples are hard. My pussy wet. Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, that nigga thug. He riding for me and all this other stuff. Oh man, that nigga went to jail. Da, 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 da. Oh my god, yeah, man. I gotta be with him and da 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 and all this other shit. Not realizing, man, that you digging yourself deeper in the hole and shit like that. And then when see when a female tell you, oh, okay, yeah, well, I don't want you, you too weak. I want a nigga, I want a nigga that, that's about that life, and doing this and stuff like that. You gotta be able to be like, oh, okay, no problem. Because guess how successful and how far ahead you gonna be within the next 2 years, not 20 years. And then one day you gonna see her, she gonna be struggling, she gonna be coming to you and everything like that. And you're gonna have to make that decision on whether or not you're gonna help her out or something like that. And it could have been somebody that you truly like. People can't take rejection. Rejection. Hey guy, shot. Yeah, some of y'all gotta be able to handle rejection, man. You know what I'm saying? Rejection is a part of life, man. I had a friend, man. He said, I said, well, why didn't you holler at her or whatever? You know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, man, I don't like rejection. I'm like, man, rejection is a part of life, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't know that really that could be a woman's sign of telling you that you're not ready yet. You know what I'm saying? But in my mind, or maybe in somebody else's mind, I'm a rat. I'm a RAAT. I'm ready at all times. So I'm gonna keep that shit moving regardless. But also, you know what I'm saying. You got to be a glue. You got to let them come to you. But that's on some other shit or whatever. I won't go down the road. But rejection is a part of it's a part of life. Not just with females. You're gonna be rejected. You're gonna have the door slammed in your face. I could tell some of y'all don't really listen to the polo motivation or whatever. A few of you in here do. You know what I'm saying? Whether you apply it or not, you know what I'm saying, that's up to you because we have in this society, we have a whole bunch of know-it-alls and I could do this and I could do that or whatever. And that's our culture too. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes to take advice. They always feel like oh yeah, nah, they stubborn or whatever. Nah, the best part is to comprehend and listen to somebody and listen to what you don't know or whatever. If somebody knows more about females than you do, you need to sit down, shut the fuck up, and you need to listen. If somebody knows more about cars than you need to sit down, you need to shut the fuck up, and you need to listen. If somebody knows more about working out, nigga, if you fat as fuck or something like that, you be like, oh no, that ain't the way to go. Then nigga, you need to sit down, shut the fuck up, and you need to listen. If somebody looks better than you or something like that, right? Yeah, you can still be confident, but if you up in here and you constantly getting rejected or whatever, and you're not getting nowhere, and you're not getting the looks that you want to, but then you got this other guy that's right next to you, who everybody tells that this guy is a stud or whatever the case is, whatever they call him or whatever, and he's got that appeal that you do or whatever, and he's trying to give you advice. You can't be stubborn in that shit because guess what? You're not doing shit. How's your shit looking? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing in your life? Or you just sitting around making a whole bunch of excuses? So and look, um, yeah, Paul, yeah, man, yeah, rejection, it can make or break you. The worst thing that you could do is let it consume you. The worst thing that you could do is let Jacob on point with that. The worst thing that you could do is let rejection consume you. You know what I'm saying? Um, See, crime of passion is very tricky because some people don't know how to move on after the fact either. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you might have had the baddest bitch in the town or whatever, but think about it. When you have the baddest female in the town, guess what? You can't get mad if everybody wants her. If your wife is pretty, if your girlfriend pretty, if you have more than one female or whatever, and everybody hollering at her, let's say you live in that lifestyle where you want to have three different females, and all of them they ready to bounce out upon you because you don't quite have the energy no more. You don't quite you're not right. You're not hitting it right no more. You know what I'm saying? You don't really turn her on anymore. Whatever, man. They gonna go somewhere else, and you can't be mad about that shit because you haven't stepped up your game. You're not doing anything to improve yourself. You are supposed to improve yourself every single day. Or what, you just sitting in the mirror, you know what, man, I don't look the way that I used to. Or you just feeling bad all day and stuff like that. Nah, that's not how you supposed to roll, dude. You're supposed to be getting better every single day. Every single day of something. Every single day you're supposed to get better at something. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what the females say. Fuck what everybody else say. Fuck what the job say. Fuck what the career say. You got to say, hey, I'm getting better every single day or something. Well, I mean, you doing that though, Steven. That's some old look. If you're gonna put a bag over somebody's face, then you might as well not do it. Just retain your semen, man. Uh, semen semen retention is a powerful thing too. It's a mind thing too. You know what I'm saying? A mind is a terrible thing to waste. Ooh, I'm not gonna hold it for long. So you putting a bag over somebody's face or something like that, or you trying to imagine, oh yeah, imagine another female face or something like that in place of her body or something like that, man. You might as well just go ahead and let that go, because after a while that feeling gonna go. Hold on one second, y'all. Now this situation could have been easily avoided uh, by this dude not even going over there. Man, he could have just got him another female and played her and got plenty more. Man, you 33 years old. You young. Uh, you black. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot of things going. Go get somebody else. Go get somebody else, because that's gonna make her be like, oh well, and that's gonna make her miss you even more. You sitting up in there, you worried about, oh yeah, well man, damn man, she got somebody else. You know, that's that's what Project Pat Project Pat had talked about a long time ago in 3-6. Don't save her. Now if you got a woman, the way that you're really gonna know if a woman really loves you or not, you know what I'm saying, which is really hard to tell sometimes. But the way that you're really gonna tell that shit is just how she moves. Period. Now you don't get me wrong, you have some great actresses out here. You know what I'm saying, that'll do everything and promise you the world and all that shit. But then next thing you know, they'll end up fucking you over in the end. Well, no, you could disagree with me all you want to, Steven. You could disagree with me all you want to. I'm telling you, that's how it works. That's how it works for me. But I mean, if you feel like it doesn't work for you, go ahead, player, do your thing. But I know here, just like they say that it won't work for Devin Haney, but Devin Haney's undisputed, right? Devin Haney's undefeated, right? Right. So no matter. But see, I'm a little bit cut different. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sensitive. I'm not. If you tell me something doesn't work or something like that, hey, that's your opinion. But I know one thing though, Stephen. I'm not going to end up God willing. Well, we don't know when we gonna go. But I know for some senseless shit like this or whatever, I'm gonna avoid shit like that. And you talking about we're in different times. Yeah, we're in different times and everything, but that's just another bogus ass excuse to say, okay, yeah, I can't do this or I can't do that. That shit don't mean anything. There's still people out there and there's still somebody out there for you. So, like I said, man, you're welcome to your own opinion, but I know on this end, I still continue to stay fly as a frisbee. No, she wasn't murdered. She's still living, still free, still living her life, still able to post on IG, still able to go to the grocery store, still able to put on a skirt and show her big ass booty, still able to go to the club, still able to go to sleep at night, still able to go get her hair and nails did. Meanwhile, you got a nigga sitting in jail, done lost his freedom to the system, right? A system in which they drool at the mouth of trying to control us. Yeah, she's still living. No, ain't nothing happened. Just rewind it back to the beginning. We got one guy that's murdered. His name is Trouble. He got shot 3 a.m. while he was laying in the bed with this woman who they call who she's a rapper or IG thought, whatever you want to call her. And the guy the ex who she had dealings with was in a relationship for 3 years, and he saw her in the bed. It was a home invasion. He got in the house. Of course, you know he gonna get in the house anyway, because if you've been together with somebody for 3 years, you know what I'm saying. That nigga know how to get in that bitch everywhere. Okay, got in there and he started attacking her and started, punching her and shit. And Trouble stood up for her. You know what I'm saying? Walking into a situation where he didn't know, she had a goddamn U-Haul, meaning that she had baggage. He pulled out the pistol and he shot him. It's all good, Jacob. Yeah, just replay that shit back. But like, you know what I'm saying? That shit goes on all the time, everywhere, and I'm sick of seeing it, man. And it's not gonna end. Listen, we look. They still don't take us seriously. Look, even though we got other races up in here in different places shooting up elementary school students, shooting up kids. We got motherfuckers sitting up in here. What's up with it, Joe Bond? I see you in the building. Hadn't seen you in a minute. It's all good. Still grinding this way, regardless if you're coming or not. Still, got people up in here walking up in grocery stores, shooting up innocent people or soft targets and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But yet and still, we sitting up in here and we shooting each other. Look, man, swallow your pride, man. Let her have the dick. Let her have it, cause she gonna jump on somebody else's dick after that. You gonna fall in some other girl pussy. That's really all it's about. And we got to stop. Why do you talk like that, Polo? Because at the end of the day, everybody want to fuck. She probably going to go fuck somebody else right now. Oh my God! Don't talk like that. You should have, man. Please, man. Whether you fucking 18 years old, horny than a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Her pussy wet, your dick hard than a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Got the veins shooting through the roof out that motherfucker, or whether you fucking 70 years old or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Man, granny will bust that shit wide open. You think there ain't no women that want that dust blown off their pussy? Yes, they do. Shit. There's nursing home females that are freaks up in there. You know what I'm saying? That man, listen, they still human beings at the end of the day. Think a nigga don't want no sponge bath? Nigga, if I can't move any of my limbs when I get older, look, I'm gonna be waiting for that sponge bath. What's up with it, Braxton? I said I'm gonna be waiting for that sponge bath, man. For real. Shit, I'll wait for that sponge bath now. Shit, get my royal penis clean. I'm the Your Highness. You feel me? Coming to America. But anyways, nah, man, you gotta really listen. On the real, you gotta really figure out like who it is that who it is that you really trying to be with. If you choosing a female that is you talk to her, you listen to her conversation and everything, and she telling you, yeah, she got a whole bunch of drama, she got this going on, she got that going on, she a head case, you know what I'm saying? She don't know how to keep her sanity, stuff like that. That's a red flag right there. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing for a dude, man. He got all this drama, all this stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, all they doing is putting your ass in harm's way. Next thing you know, you up in here having to fight a nigga. You having to fight a nigga. You know what I'm saying? That you don't even know about because she got all this stuff in her U-Haul, like I like to call it, a big ass U-Haul full of problems. And you know what's coming out of there? Oh, by the way, I meant to tell you this. Oh, I forgot to tell you that. Hey, did I mention that I got this going on and got that going on? Some of that shit just gonna fall on your motherfucking head. Like the okie doke. That shit gonna hit you. That shit gonna hit you without you even knowing. She ain't gonna give you no fair warning about that shit or nothing. This shit's gonna be like, pow, oh shit, what the fuck? And if listen, if you don't know, look, I can't stop some of y'all from doing what you're doing. Some of y'all gonna be stupid anyways, and because the power of lust takes over the common sense or whatever. Some of y'all don't think with your mind. You think with your Johnson Johnson. You know what I'm saying? So if if you feel like you're gonna be in that type of environment, you're gonna be in that lifestyle. You with a woman that's gonna be all she brought that life still. She still hitting that shit. She got niggas and shit like that. Well, if you're willing to take that risk, then all I say is just be prepared. Carry you something on you. If you don't know how to defend yourself, then you learn how to defend yourself in every cost because it's gonna come. You're gonna have a nigga out there that don't think the way that you think. You might be like, you know what, man, I'm not fighting over this shit, and then he gonna be like, nah, fuck that shit. Then what you gonna do? You ain't got no other choice, and it happens like that in time. But see, y'all the ones that want, oh man, she bad. Yeah, yeah, she is bad. But think about why the hell she's single. Trouble should have had a shooter waiting for him after tapping the. But we don't want none of that shit though. We don't want none of that shit. You shouldn't want none of that shit. We shouldn't even. I really don't really want to be having this discussion. I really don't want to be talking about this because we should already know. I've seen it too many times, man. I remember one time, man, a guy got okay. There was a situation where a guy. I had to hear about this coming back home. This was after I started my second year of playing in Mexico. I came back, to visit my mom and everything. I remember I went to go see one of my homies, man. He came back from a workout because he played football, and he was really trying to get recruited and everything. Him and his brother. His brother had already went to the NFL, but he was trying to make it. He was trying to get in that bitch and everything. But he was like, "Yo, did you hear what happened and everything like that?" You got to think about it. We in church when he's telling me this shit. He said, dude that went to prison, and it was his best friend, and his girl, she was messing around on him while he was in prison or whatever, and next thing you know, she ended up pregnant. His best friend. And he was right, lit him up, man, right in front of the club. I mean, they had to shut the club down for at least about a year and a half, almost 2 years, because he found out that his best friend was messing with his girl, and that's what you call it's a trigger. It's crime of passion. Nah, fuck that money shit. You got to protect your life. Shit, protect your life, man. What's more important, a safe or your life? Now, if you got kids or something like that, okay, yeah, I understand what you're saying, Braxton, but no. Fuck that money, nigga. You can have it. Something gets pointed at me or something like that, and I can't draw mine or something like that, nigga. You can have it. I'll recover. I'll be okay. Protect the bag. Shit, I ain't protecting no bag. I ain't protecting no bitches. Not no skank off the street. You know what I'm saying? She the man eater. That's her name. Her name is man eater. That means she want to get niggas out of the way. That's how some of these females is thinking. They want to bump us out of the way at all costs, because guess what? They done been done wrong. They done had shit in their life that done took place or whatever, to where they have a severe anger towards men or whatever. So some of these females, they like this type of shit. Yeah, I'm protecting my life. I'm not shoot. Fuck a bag. Money, man. All money ain't good money, and some of that money will get you caught up. Especially if you put that shit before what you do, production wise in your life or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. But he was walking into a situation. Yeah, and I understand what you're saying, Braxton, in terms of being able, because I think about that, man. I look at I look at the movie, well, not the movie, the show, like Power and Snowfall. What do they all have? They always have hitters, or they got their security with them or whatnot. You always got to have somebody with you. You know what I'm saying? Who's able to? Because I've had to cover some people. I've had to watch out for people. There was a dude, man. He chose like a couple of savages from the football team, and a couple of savages from the basketball team. You know what I'm saying? And then he also knew some guys that was from the military or whatever. He just wanted to be safe or whatever, and he paid them. There were some guys that knew various forms of martial arts, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then of course you have guys that were already, they were qualified to do whatever. And then you got guys out there that really took bodyguard security classes or whatever. And then of course he wanted guys that were in physical nature sport, because I did security for just a little bit at a strip club. I told Jacob knows about this, but they look for guys like that, because when you're working at a club, or you're working at like a strip club, and you're talking about females, you're talking about alcohol, you got to think of, you can't be surprised about any shit that happens. They my uncle would always tell me, when it comes to the streets, when it comes to being out savage, there are no rules, and you always got to expect the unexpected. Women don't want a relationship that is boring. Women want excitement. Yeah, but there are some women that don't mind being in a boring uh re, relationship or whatever. They but they want to be able to have excitement in privacy. They want to be able to have excitement in privacy. What's up, BMK? I see you in the building. See, I'm gonna call you out by your name, BMK. But ever since we ain't got no got no Philly talking shit, he act like he don't know a nigga no more, man. But it's all good. Still grinding though. Still grinding though. See, we could continue talking about basketball. We could continue talking about football. We could continue talking about life. We could continue talking about all types of other shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that one dimensional, man. I'm gonna call a nigga out by his name. I'm gonna be like, salute such and such. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's how we rock in the South. But like I said, man, uh, yeah, women do want they want excitement and stuff like that. But listen, I was listening. Shout out to 78 Sports. Okay, shout out to 78. If he's listening to, man. But 78 said something that was very key. All right, the general said something that was very key. He said that you don't want to let shit get stale. Shit, this is what you signed up. This is what you signed up for. If you're in a relationship and all this other stuff or whatever, and you're like, man, shit get boring. Hey, well, you got to figure it out, and you got to know what you're doing, and you got to know how to make that shit exciting. You got to know how to still keep your woman's interest and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing for a female too. She got to know how. You think that she wants to walk around just being an old maid? No, a woman wants to always look desirable, no matter what age she is. They still want to be sexy. The vast majority of women that I've talked to or whatever, they never want to lose their booty. You know what I'm saying? Because a guy loves a booty. You could have. I'm not saying the ugliest face. You don't have to have the prettiest face in the world, but if you have a banging ass body, you know what I'm saying? That'll still keep you in the game or whatever. But it's just an example or whatever. But they want to look desirable. You know what I'm saying? They want to be attractive to their man. They want to be able to turn their man the fuck on because guess what? They know that there's another young female that is ready to take your place. You know what I'm saying? Took a girl out about 5 to 7 times, shoot pool and movies, and still she won't come over. Hey, don't call her no more. Don't call her no more. You know because they're gonna do everything that they can to get everything out of you. Shoot, you might as well shit. If you're gonna be doing that, Braxton, you might as well get on IG or whatever and spend your expenses to fly all these females out here and shoot pool and do all this other stuff or whatever, and not even worried about getting the cookies. Because I mean, that's essentially what you want, right? I mean, if you're single, you better want the cookies. If you want a relationship or whatever, then okay, then you're probably gonna have to go in another direction. But 9 times out of 10, she not probably not looking for nothing, and you're not looking for anything. If especially you gotta be straightforward. You be like, look, I'm not in the friendship, man. Look, I want something more than that. You know what I'm saying? And if not, then I got to keep that shit moving. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep that shit moving. Don't call, man. You know what I'm saying? Then you should like, oh yeah, I could get a free pool game, dinner on the house, all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Drinks on him, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. I'm talking to my guy that's single. You know, if she really about you or whatever, Bryson, she'll come to your crib. You know, y'all'll meet in the house. Y'all'll cook dinner together or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like on some Holly Berry, Eddie Murphy shit and Boomerang. Wash the dishes after that or something, shit like that. Then next thing you know what I'm saying? She fall right in your lap, literally. But yeah, you sitting there, all you doing is wine and dining, and you're literally still whining for it. Nah, wine, dine, make that pussy mine. You know that's how it go. You bought a necklace, shit, man. Uh, Nigga, you better pull a TI, nigga. Be like, look, I don't want to kick it with you. I don't want to have nothing to do, man. Give me that motherfucking necklace back. They go pawn that motherfucking shit. Yeah, I go pawn that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, go out, go have drinks on your own. Next thing you know, you have like two, three females in the group or whatever. They might want to get down for some group activity. You feel me? Then you'll be the goddess out in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? You could now, let me shut up, man. Like, yo, you could have a jacuzzi. Listen, nigga, dude, it's the summertime, Braxton. Dude, it's pool parties out in this bitch. And you know, at pool parties, that's shit. That's the notorious because guess what, man? Like you know what happens at pool parties, especially around this bitch. When you got liquor in the pool party and all that other shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'm wasting my time. Nigga, I could go out there, carao. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Everybody, so focused on, yeah, I gotta take her out, all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Once or twice is fine, but seven times and all that shit you're doing, and then she gonna be like, you're such a great friend. Like, friend? What the hell you talking about, nigga? I'm trying to get in the cookies, man. I'm trying to shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, like Memphis is up in here. You know what I'm saying? Falling off all the time. What's up with it, Memphis? Making easy money, pimping hoes in style. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're single with a smile. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You gotta cause they just as savage. See, that's what you gotta understand though too. Like they just as savage. They just as savage and they just as competitive as men. Women are extremely, extremely competitive creatures. Okay, they are extremely competitive, man. Y'all think that just because y'all rocked up with muscles or y'all could run faster, y'all could hit harder, uh, and of course y'all got a dick or whatever, that makes y'all more competitive than women? Absolutely not. Shit, I had a woman so feisty, man. She got mad because I nutted on her. I nutted on her comforter. She was like, "You should have did it on me, not on my comforter." Shit, some females they don't want you to nut in their hair. You're like, look, do you know how much I paid to get my hair done? Like, oh well, shit, it's your fault. Damn, what the fuck was I supposed to do? Not be excited? It was your fault. It was your fault, bitch. Hell yeah, you got mad because I nutted on the comforter, man. I nut on the comforter, on the sheets, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like they often say a female, she marking her territory. Hell, shit, you might as well be marking your motherfucking territory. Shit, man, I ain't dropping shit, man. I ain't dropping shit. We're doing dolo. Plus, your ass gonna fall off anyways, Memphis. Well, yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go. Nah, Besides, I'm finna work out anyways. I ain't trying to get on here. You talk for what? Memphis gonna get on here and have some issues with his phone and talk for 3 4 minutes, then fall off. Uh. Who say the greatest? If you want me to drop the link, then you'll pull up tonight. You'll pull up tonight. And if your feelings are hurt about that shit, I don't give a fuck. You got to be able to. That's the problem now. True Viking will tell you, shit. True Viking will tell you a female loves the nigga that can carry on a conversation, man. Every female will tell you on here. All my females are around in the LDBC, they'll tell you carry on a conversation, because conversation rules a nation and it'll get you pussy in any situation. With my wife, I carry on a conversation. Some of y'all niggas don't know how to carry on a conversation. Man, they can already sense that your ass is nervous. I Listen, I'm notorious. I talk to. That's why I like D. Ray Davis. D. Ray Davis, that nigga got what 3 4 females in the household and shit. Nigga, that nigga D. Ray Davis is the way you see the way he talk to female. Look, what that nigga said, nigga. You ain't give me nothing. You ain't give me no give. How you like them lights? How you like them lights? You know what I'm saying? Especially like, oh yeah, and I like it too when they get their hair and their nails did and all that other shit, and you don't compliment them either. Oh, that make them so angry, but it make they pussy wet too at the same token. Because you're like, damn, he didn't notice me. She'd be like, you didn't say nothing about. I remember I was working at a rehabilitation center, man. She was like, she would always get her hair did and all this other stuff. Her name was Shakita, man, and she like, you don't like my hair or nothing like that. And I was like, yeah, it's all right. Shit, what, nigga, you get that shit done every so often and shit. What the fuck? Like, oh, you so rude. She was like, we gonna do lunch later? I'm like, nigga, I already got plans. I'll holler at you. The same routine. I was like, look, only time we gonna do lunch is, are we gonna fuck or what? That's how I come at them. They want you to get straight to the point. Fuck all that beating around the bush and all that other stuff. Like the baby say, pull up in the porch with a freaky hoe. But they want it. See, they want it just as bad as you do. You know what I'm saying? They have their own way of saying it. And look, I don't want people up in here thinking that oh wow, you're so disrespectful to women. Man, women are disrespectful to men. Look at the shit that just went down. Nigga, we got one nigga dead and one nigga locked up. One nigga dead, one nigga locked up. And we got a bitch named Man Eater. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Steven. Yeah, you keep on going. Go ahead and do that. Now that's if you're trying to get married, man. But if you're trying to get the cookies or whatever, man, you better go ahead and get straight to that point. Your ass gonna get friends on. You can sing my all you want to. Hey, tell them Jay, you can sing my all you want to. You gonna be like, you gonna be just humming that shit while you jacking off. Mama, my. She gonna be like, bye. Next thing you know, man, the crackhead, because he can make her laugh, he can make her smile. He ain't afraid to do shit. Nigga can get his hands dirty. Nigga can fix the air conditioner. Nigga know how to build shit. Nigga know how to nigga know how to change oil in the car. Nigga know how to do every fucking tune up there is on the car. Nigga know how to fucking uh do electricity in the house. Nigga know how to do that nigga got a HVAC license without having a HVAC license or whatever. The nigga know how to do shit and still be able to make her laugh, still be entertaining and shit. Next thing you know, he dicking her down, and you might be more attractive and everything, but the fact that he could do more, the fact that he got skills, the fact that he know how to do shit, the fact that she is calling him because she needs him to do something or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That nigga know how to move shit or whatever. Your ass can't do shit. You don't know how to move shit. You don't know how to build shit. You're not constructive with your hands. You don't know how to do anything. You don't know how to make a laugh. Your conversation is dull. All the while you got a nigga in there probably ugly than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You know, probably don't look no type of way. But she wow the panties off of that female or whatever. Charm her ass right out of the motherfucking thongs. That's if she even wearing drawers. Because 9 times out of 10, when she call you over there or something, she gonna already be ready with butt naked up under that sundress. Nah, hey you, hey Stephen Green, hey Stephen Green, he on that boys to men shit. Fuck all that. I'm with it. Let me lick you up and down. Let me start. Cause tonight, baby, I wanna get freaky. That's enough. Yeah, that's her name, the man eater. Shit, like you can eat my shit, but I feel where Stephen coming from. Like, I would have met her at a hotel. You know what I'm saying? That was it. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. I ain't sleeping with her. None of that other shit. Especially if she living that lifestyle too. She been with a nigga 3 years and all that other shit. Oh hell no. Nah. And if you do come to that house, you better have something, man, on ready. Oh man, I can't carry no gun. Shit, bullshit. I wish my son would come up to me and say, I'm not carrying no gun and none of that other shit. Man, carry that shit. That don't make you just because you carry that shit, that don't make you no bad person. You just being prepared. You don't know you don't know what's finna happen. We live in like Stephen Green. Now, I agree with Stephen Green when he said this, right? You know, you said this is not the 80s. It don't gotta be the 80s. You're still in this society or whatever. We can't keep using that excuse, oh, times are changing and all this other stuff. Hell, there's people in their 50s still doing their thing, man. Fuck, you know, you gotta move. It's get in where you fit in right now. You gotta decide what you want. If you want a situation like this cream of, I'm sorry about that, crime of passion. I say cream of passion. We all want the cream of passion. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Cause you want to get the cream, you want to get the cream out, you want to get your cream of life out, and she got to get her cream on too. You feel me? But the crime of passion, though, right? If this is the situation that you want, okay, go look for Instagram thoughts. Go be thirsty for them females that's not looking for shit. Go ahead. But if you really trying to be serious about a relationship and um you trying to build with somebody or something like that, you know what I'm saying? You gotta put forth the effort and not just finding just any old thing off of social media. Because you meeting these females off of social media, you don't know what you finna get. You don't know what you finna get, man. You gonna get. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Next thing you know, she'll I'm gonna leave y'all with this. She gonna fucking. I'm gonna get you sucker. She gonna be pulling off. She gonna be pulling off her arm. She gonna be pulling off her leg. She gonna be pulling out her eye. She gonna be pulling out half her head. You know what I'm saying? She be like, "Oh yeah, my butt. This ain't real." She probably gonna pull a big old statue of a butt off of her cheeks and shit and set it on the table and shit. you, but what I'm saying is, you don't know what you're gonna get. Then next thing you know, it's gonna be a old what's that nigga name from goddamn Class Act? Blade Brown, your ass is mine. That looking ass nigga looking for your ass because you don't know what you done stepped into. Meanwhile, she's sucking on a lollipop and shit like that, practicing for the next nigga's dick to suck. Because she probably don't want to give you head. She probably like you or whatever, but meanwhile she kissing you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But she like, look, I just really like giving this other dude fellatio though. You know what I'm saying? And probably don't even want no relationship with her because why? Because that nigga treating her like shit, but she happens to like that shit. But y'all not ready. Y'all not ready to hear shit like that. You know unfortunately that's the society that we live in. And see, on top of that, check this out too. That female, she knew what she was doing. Man eater. It wasn't that she liked the sausage or none of that other shit. She want to take niggas out. So she said I took a nigga out by getting that nigga locked up, and I took a nigga out, and that nigga sadly is in a box. Unfortunately. Polo Sports Talking Entertainment. I get at y'all later.